Hello, thank you for tuning into this week's section of reads. You should be seeing this on the YouTube channel James 13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. Also, the dice and the cards I'm using, they're going to be listed below. Other than that, let's go ahead and move ahead. If you would like a reading from me, of course, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for tuning in, and let's go ahead and get into yours. Hello, Aquarius. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Aquarius? That's a very interesting start we have going on here. Okay, so well, we have Oracle cards coming in here. There are some rough cards coming in. I don't want to like BS it. I think the point is, if this is here, it's already here, and this is more about empowering you to handle it the way you want it handled, to give you hopefully an advantage with it, because you have been working on it quite a while. You got fully involved in this. When you stepped in, you fully stepped in. I get the Justice card with the World card. The World card is how you entered into this situation. You showed up for a purpose. It was a life-changing moment for you. You came into this situation looking to fully affect it. Fully present, doing everything you needed to do to make changes here or to help the situation grow and evolve. Fully involved, fully immersed into it is what I'm getting. And are you still that energy? I think you're still that energy. I feel like they're trying to give you a heads up about where this is going. Eight of Swords is kind of like the trapped card. You feel maybe like you're stuck with it. The Lover's card reversed is kind of like it's not going where I want it to go. How is this playing out? So current energy is telling me that I don't like what it's doing and I'm feeling kind of stuck with it. So I'm trying to make a different decision to try to put it back on track. What's I'm having a hard time with it. I can't get out of it, and I can't seem to move it. But I'm trying. I'm trying to move it forward, but it's not really doing what I want it to. Somebody else might be doing something. All right, so this is the card that's first coming in, the Devil card. And I get that I'm not happy with it. It's not doing what I want. It's not going where I want. I'm trying to get it to move forward. The next card coming in is really what's perplexing me. Because other people feel the same way you do. This is supposed to go in a certain direction, and it's just not. Okay. All right, this makes more sense to me now. So this is more about the people around you agreeing with you, trying to help you, trying to work with you, and the energy is it's just not happening. It's just not. Something is stopping it from moving ahead. Like it's trying to open this door, and we're all trying to open this door. What we don't know is there's a metal bar that's locked it. We just can't see it. It has nothing to do with the actual, like there's something behind the door keeping it from opening. But we're trying, but it's not, we can't get through it. Nine of Wands, we're getting held back. The Oracle card saying, yeah, it's not going to happen right yet. But that
No, it's not time yet. Yeah, it's not happening yet. Very frustrating. But the worst part is everybody seems to be agreeing that this is what should be happening. We should be opening this door. We should be getting through this door. It's not happening. It's just not happening. Okay. So, excuse me. There's a lot going on in the situation, whatever it is. And, excuse me. Ultimately, at some point, the situation is supposed to improve because you got this here. This is a blessing in disguise, which I'm not feeling really good about this card, even though it's a very pretty card. I'm just not feeling good about it, seeing where things are going. It may be a blessing in disguise, but it's not going to be an enjoyable trip. There's more that's being developed here behind the scenes. There's more that's coming forward that just hasn't shown itself yet. What is this? Judgment. Oh. You may make a decision here. The star card comes right side up. That's your card. And then the Three of Swords shows up, but upside down, which means the release of sadness, like bringing yourself up out of something, bringing your energy up, finding a way to resolve a problem. The energy is just really, it's like I feel very tied up with the whole situation. I feel very tied up with the situation. But there's a way to resolve it. Yeah. It just, I kept looking at this and I wasn't sure if I was seeing it right. At the bottom of the Phoenix there's a lot of like gruesome imagery. So, excuse me. Gruesome imagery. You might have to have, well, you don't have to do anything. You might find yourself in a position where it's better to make a difficult decision than to put up with certain circumstances. That's going to be completely up to you, because there's a choice here where you could keep going forward and just keep struggling through it, or this is weird that this is what's going on over here. Okay. Let me just verify what this is. See, just accepting it for what it is. And this is weird, because I don't know that you're going to leave it either way. But what's not helping is trying to make it work. Because I feel like that's what this is. Trying to make it work. Trying to make it work. Trying to make it work. Fighting, 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 fighting. Fire cards tend to have that more aggressive, this is going to work out. It may not be the easiest win, but I'm going to get my win. One of those things. Which, instead of going that direction, something that might serve you better is to just hold the line. Just keep it working the way it's been working. Oh, okay. So instead of trying to constantly improve the situation, which I think you normally do, which seems to make sense, there's going to be a lot of moving pieces. There's going to be a lot of changes over the next few months. A lot of changes. And the more you try to fix stuff and make things work, the more you put in that effort, it's just going to fall flat, basically, because they're going to keep changing the rules. Somebody keeps changing the rules, and I don't understand this because for some reason it really gets under my skin, and I have no idea what I'm talking about, which is great, but it's really getting under my skin. Like, what are you doing? How are you changing the rules every 5 minutes? This is ridiculous. And every time they change the rules, I have to run around and try to find a different way to make it work. And then they change the rules again, and I got to run around and find a different way to make it work. Hold strong to what you know you can hold on to, and just hunker down for now. Let the storm pass. It feels like it's going to be a few months. It's really like, I don't have no idea what's going on here, but it's like really getting under my skin. Like, this makes no logical sense. This is not how this should be run. This shouldn't be happening like this. People should not be changing rules every 5 minutes. This is complete insanity. And I still have to deal with it. It reminds me of like working towards a degree, and then they keep changing the requirements every other week about what that degree actually needs to have. And it's kind of like, you can't do that. People are in process. Like, you can't keep doing that. Like, that's what it keeps reminding me of. People keep changing the rules, changing the rules, changing the rules. That's why they're saying you might want to just pull back for now, keep the situation stable, and work on keeping the situation stable. I get for the next few months. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what you're dealing with, but over the next few months, hold it stable. And then when it starts acting correctly and the rules seem to like just kind of even out, then do what you got to do. Otherwise, I feel like you're running around with a chicken, like a chicken with its head cut off. Just running around with a chicken. Yeah. Running around like a chicken with its head cut off, just going everywhere, not knowing what's going on, just trying to make it work. It's crazy. This is ironic. The way this is working out, the cards they're using to show it, I think they're just trying to give a honest feel for how this is going to look. It's going to go where it quiets down, and all of a sudden there's just like, there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on, and it's like, all right, have they just stopped trying? Have they just stopped messing with us? Like, what's the deal? The Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, one is the fruitless wind, the other is like inactivity. A lot of times the Five of Pentacles I see as inactivity. They show it here as being locked on the outside or left in the outside of a situation. Like, it's just, I feel like I'm being left alone, but I don't know if I can trust that. It's one of those feelings. It's kind of like being on the outside, not really understanding if they're done or if they've just taken a break. This is the moment for you to get your power back. Literally get your power back. I feel like I'm very... If you went the road where you're constantly trying to fix it and trying to work with the rules changing every 5 seconds, every 5 minutes, every other day, whatever, I feel like you're going to be extremely exhausted at this point, and you're just going to want to take a nap, quite frankly. You're just going to want to disengage for a while because you're going to be exhausted. If you pulled back and you kind of held your ground for a while, you'll have more energy. I don't know that you're going to be optimistic about it, but you'll have more energy. That's the moment to get your power back, though. That is the moment to get your power back. And that's the moment to start moving forward and getting it to work the way it should be working. A lot of bad decisions have been made. Not by you, but by others. And that's going to have to be accounted for. So how does this part affect Aquarius? I don't want to like make this sound better than it is. That's all. All right. Well, it is what it is at this point. You're just dealing with it. You're not really sure how this is going to shake out. There's a lot of devastation here. And they're saying, don't settle for this. Whatever is going on with this situation, however it played out, whoever made these decisions, whoever was changing the rules, they need to be accountable for what they did. And there needs to be retribution, reconciliation, reconstruction, something. This needs to be corrected. It needs to be corrected for sure. Don't settle for less. Keep moving forward. On the dice, you got the Wheel of Fortune like this. And you also got the Eight of Swords like this, though. Which is telling me I kind of feel like I'm stuck with it. I don't know what's going to happen next, but this isn't an okay. Fight to correct it. Don't let this just pass. Do what you have to do to make the people accountable who should be accountable. People can't just be ridiculous and just get away with it. There seems to be some support around you at this point. It just seems weird. It doesn't look right to me. It looks like the same people who are making the bad decisions, they seem to still be there. But the thing is, I'm seeing like paper cutouts, kind of like, well, they're still there, but they don't have the ability to make those decisions anymore. It reminds me of like in a corporate situation when they have a screw up or two they should be fired, but they don't want to make the team look bad. Instead of firing those individuals, they just changed their titles and just said, oh, we gave them, they had other aspirations, we moved them into something else they wanted to do. Instead of admitting that certain people should be fired and that they were doing a bad job, they don't want the team to look bad. They don't want people to have a negative view of the company. So they're just moving them around, but certain people don't have anywhere near the ability they had before. So by you moving forward at this point, your energy comes forward more realistically because different people are actually making decisions now. It looks like it's the same people, but I keep seeing like cardboard cutouts. The Magician is here with make a decision. People are going to want to make this go away. If they can correct it and they think you're going to leave them alone, they're more likely to work with you. If they think that they can give you what you want realistically, and that you'll leave them alone, you're more than likely going to be successful. I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying that's how it's coming through. Just to be fair. I'm not saying it's right, just saying that's how it's coming through. It's, whatever this is, it's quite the debacle. I don't know, that's kind of something. So, whatever you're dealing with, I don't know. All right, I think we're going to let it go there. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.